Hey guys, and welcome to another educational video. Today we're trying out the new Star Guardian Orianna skin, and as you can see, this walking animation is absolutely killer. I'm a big fan already. But we are playing a normal game. We're playing against two master players and a gold mid laner currently, so... Against melees, typically, it's just about proper spacing, especially in correlation to what the minions are doing. So any single time that we have the opportunity, we kind of just want to present our posture aggressively. And this will make it easier to just control his movements. Again, the goal is realistically just to either force him to trade health in exchange for each one of these minions, or we just want to make sure that he is missing the farm entirely. So Ori's very cool because you can cast while moving, and she has very short cooldowns, which is very easy to penalize people with. So again, this blue minion's about to die, so I move forward. I'm protecting it by standing in front of it. And it doesn't really matter if I trade HP with Gangplank because I just have more sustain available than he does, especially with my range advantage. Just something to be mindful of is he is refillable, which is just 2 potions. I also 2 potions, but mine are better healing. You'd argue these got orange as well, but we've basically already won lane. He's going to be forced to use TP if he wants to play this lane any further. And if we just stand in front of him, there's no way for him to access the minion wave without just instantly dying, so... We'll just continue to deny him XP and CS, and this will allow us to build up a huge gold lead. Now, the only downside of slow pushing our lane towards the gangplank like this is we are vulnerable to a gank, so... Right around 3 minutes is when you should expect to get ganked by a 5-camp jungler. So we can expect Warwick to come from whichever direction he did not start in. Now, I wasn't paying attention to that because I was too busy looking at my own skin, and I was mesmerized by this walking animation. So we'll find out whether I'm just going to die here or not. But as you can see, aggressively trading on every single one of these minions, he only has the ability to clear 1 minion at a time with his Q, so he's either forced to use his E or right-click them, so... It's very, very, very difficult for Gangplank to farm in this situation. And what we do from this point onwards is we don't touch this wave anymore. And by not touching the wave anymore and using the tower as assistance, we're going to bounce this wave back towards our tower. And what this accomplishes for us is 1, we're forcing Gangplank to move further towards our side of the map. And 2, it makes it harder for us to get ganked. And we're going to be fine here no matter what, so I'm just going to kind of walk it out. But we get information on Warwick is, I still have a ton of potions. This wave is in such a great position that it's hard for me to get ganked further on. And again, Gangplank is forced to face check each and one of these minions if he actually wants to play. So we're just exercising a lot of control. And you'll also notice that I'm playing on the bottom side of the lane, which is to prevent myself from walking into Warwick range on accident. So this is all very intentional. We are seeing a Gangplank recall, and he's probably going to end up TPing back. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and make a decision here to just break the wave. Something I could have done is I could have just recalled and then teleported back and maintained this, but I want to reset with a lost chapter if possible. So I'm going to go ahead and let this shove in. And again, because you're playing against a low elo player, you can kind of always assume that the enemy player is going to push. So you don't ever really need to worry about the enemy playing smartly, especially in gold. So he could have held the lane over here and forced me to walk further up into Warwick ganks, but instead he's just hard pushing, and it's not like he's going to use this to roam anyways. So the only thing that he's accomplishing is that if I were to TP faster, I could have maybe held the wave close to my tower, or I can even use this small amount of minions to just control it to be over here, and just use my shield to block. So again, he's forced to walk really, really far up if he wants to actually play here, and this is all just because of his lackluster decisions. I'm gonna go and break the keg first. But he's already used flash. My man's dead. And generally the idea with wave manage it is that you want to create a situation where you can succeed. That's pretty much all there is to it. By forcing him to move further in my lane, I'm creating a situation where it's impossible to lose. Now, the idea is that if you are going to create these situations where you are always in a favorable position, you want to capitalize on it. I do a lot of VOD reviews where people will do freezes, but they'll never actually punish the enemy for walking forward like that. And you just want to make sure that you're getting as big of an advantage as you can for yourself. That's just the rule of thumb. We're going to go and reset here, make sure we're spending our money. This game, I'm going to opt to do a double damage build. So normally when you play Orianna, you want to get a tier as fast as possible so that you can start building towards Seraph, but I pretty much outranged their entire team, so I'm going to go ahead and just do a Shadow Flame here, so I don't necessarily need the mana from tier. It would make things more convenient, I could sit on it, but spending 400 gold on mana doesn't give me increased power. At the end of the day, I just need raw AP if I want to just fuck people up. But right now, we have a shit ton of damage. I have a Dark Seal to start scaling. I plan on dueling this guy very aggressively, so I'm going to go ahead and put my ward down. We do have 2 pinks over here, so maybe it would have been better to do a little bit more of a topside ward. But again, we just want to contest every single one of these minions. If he wants to move forward to farm, he's got to do it at a repercussion, if you will. Now, we see Warwick behind us, so I think we're going to fight this. Where did my man go? Oh, he actually went for the top lane gank. Kind of sucks because he's probably going to be able to one-shot this wave now. But he's already flashed, so we're just going to go and exchange. As long as we're maintaining distance, he's not really able to run away. Because again, he's already burned his flash, so from this point onwards, I just have to tether aggressively. There's no way he'll ever out-DPS me with this itemization. Equals free kill. Just hit diamond after carrying garbage teams today. Hell yeah. Yo, congratulations, H2O. Can I get some claps in chat for H2O? Well done. I'm gonna go for plate here and then just reset. Again, the animations on this skin are actually really fun to look at. Really pretty. We're gonna go for tier 2 boots here, just because we are playing against a bunch of melees. The reason why I'm buying the Amp Tome isn't because I'm going Leandre's, it's just because I want to be as strong as possible, and then I can flex this into a Shadow Flame as my next item. It does delay my Mythic, but it does give me an immediate power spike right now. How you doing today, Neb? Alright, so it looks like they're Wayne swapping, so that's gonna be Gangplank top, unless they're just catching each other's waves. But I don't really have a difficult time against Yone just because we have extreme range advantage. If you're playing against Yone, all you have to do is really stop him from acquiring Q stacks. And you don't want to get too close because then he can just lead in with his E. But again, making sure that I'm standing or posturing aggressively. Just denying him access to the wave controls his playstyle incredibly well. And eventually we can just look for an extended combo. So that's just how it is. And we get a free kill. Now this guy doesn't have ult or anything, so we're just going to try and space this as well as we can. And now that he's dead. So we just spaced him. He doesn't have boots or anything, so he's relying entirely on the W move speed. So once we hit that W, he's pretty much fucked. You think Ori's a blind pick? Not really. Ori's a utility style champion. We're going to go for another plate here and just reset. Once again, we want to make sure we're always spending our money. Because if I'm sitting on 1,000 gold and somebody kills me, I'm just giving over a massive shutdown and putting myself behind. So I could just stay here, but there's really no point. We're going to go head back. Pick up a blasting, TP back, and we'll have immediate pressure on the map again. Alright. Dude, it's just so cute. I'm glad they gave us the exclusive skin though, but like, look at the animations and everything. The little stars that come out of the queue when you land it. I like the E animation too. Look, it's like a little star cosmos. I think Ori supports objectively just a worse version of Lulu. We're just gonna keep hard shoving mid lane because we can grab plates for free. Don't really need to move to other parts of the map. I can just pull people to me, or I get a free advantage. I'm gonna wait for the E to run off and then ult after. He gets a damage reduction during that, so I don't want to blow my entire load and have nothing left afterwards. This new skin came out recently, actually. I think it was last week or something. I'd been meaning to purchase it, I just kept forgetting. But I think the walking animation is probably my favorite part about it. Like, just look at me. Like a little princess walk. Alright, so we have 2,000 gold. There's absolutely zero reason why we should still be pushing in with 2,000 gold. We have 2 people accounted for, dead. 2 people accounted for, mid top. So the only person we're missing on the map is jungle. But I can recall for free. I'll lose 2 minions, but I'll end up getting a massive power spike that'll help me just completely stop this game. We're actually going to sell the Amp Tome for the Magi spike, just because there's really no way for them to stop me without playing perfectly. And this game should just pretty much be very smooth. Now keep in mind, guys, that this is a normal game. We're playing it's like a double Masters Gold and then 2 Smurf accounts, so it's not like we should expect these people to be God or anything. Man, got me. I'm gonna go for the stacks on Warwick if I can. Oh, he's so much faster than I thought he would be. My man's on Swifty boots. This guy should be dead to a Ringer ult. You know, at this point, I think I'm just gonna commit. I actually griefed that pretty hard, not gonna lie. My Magi stacks are completely gone. Heimer's kind of OP. Not gonna lie. Heimer's usually just unfun to play against. I was not expecting Heimerdinger to be there. Okay, we get him for free. Always feels bad when you miss a Q, because it just basically fucks the rest of your combo. Just gotta wait for it to come back up. This guy doesn't have enough items to actually 1v2 us, so we're just gonna auto the tower. My goal is pretty much to reset with 1250 for Rod. It's my gold breakpoint. Their method that we've been auto text is Orianna. I mean, you have natural cooldowns. The idea is that you constantly want to be spacing appropriately. So if I'm going to end up taking 400 damage to get 1 auto, it's not really worth it, right? Now, the cool thing about Ori is that you do have the wind-up damage, which gives you a lot of extra damage in the mid to late game, just because you're stacking 200 auto damage. But if putting yourself in auto range is causing you to take a significant amount of trading damage, you should not be playing around auto range. Like, if I'm running towards somebody with a W speed up and I can weave them in as I'm running them down, that's totally fine. Meow. This guy's really tanky because he's got the Rylai's. I always expect him to die to a QW combo since I'm full magic pen. The whole point of going Magi's early in situations like these low elo is that you're getting an extra 5 magic pen. Because of the mythic passive, so you get a bunch of like straight raw stats. Yeah, I think utilizing your Ori ult for the reposition is always super, super fun. Like, waiting for somebody to exit your range just so you can pull them back in is always a huge fuck you. Feels good. You guys watching bot side. Oh, that actually hit me. Well, we see 3 people accounted for on the map. Yon top, Gangplank mid. So now we're just missing 2. We see Karthus bottom. Only person that could fuck me up here would be Heimer E or Warwick ult. We see Warwick. I get a free angle here just because they're not paying attention. And we should be able to get tower here, which is also another 300 gold. If you weren't super fed, would you have gone tier? No, I would have gone Lute and Shadowflame this game regardless, because again, they have 4 squishy champions that are not able to build MR items. Because I am pretty much single AP this game, besides my Shaco. Should be fine here. Just trying to curve around the Heimerdinger combo, but nice flash. We're almost at 10 CS per minute. We're actually behind Gangplank, but there's really no point in walking through this choke. I don't want to lose my Magi stacks, and I don't want to give them a free shutdown, so we'll just continue to play through side waves here. Yeah, it's a great skin, isn't it? We know this guy has no flash, so we could have flashed on him if we wanted to. Nice. We do quite a bit of damage right now. You see 2 people accounted for bot side. Heimer's the only one here right now. I'll kill off a QW here now. She missed that. We're gonna go and reset here. Can I recall next to you? Sure. Go ahead. Let's see if this guy betrays us. I'm gonna get ready to flash just in case. Gotta be unseen, don't. Oh, is it for a challenge? Sorry about Shaco. Wow, I can't believe my Shaco's being cringe like that, man. Hi, Mr. Zianni. Found your Ori videos on YouTube, and I had to binge many videos of yours. Thank you for the educational videos you put out. Thank you for that lovely comment. Love good. I appreciate that. That is correct, Tycho. They're all squishy. I can afford to go burst style because I don't have to deal with mini range champs on the enemy team. So I can just always posture aggressively to look for damage. So this makes it very easy for me to find access. Might look for an old flash this game for funsies. No. Or we come bottom. I can't. I'm recording a video, man. I can't. Uh-oh. Fortunately for us, we still have enough HP. I just gotta avoid getting flashed on by Gangplank. But this should be the end of the game. I appreciate you guys watching the showcase of the new Orianna skin. Had some minor educational things in it, but if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh my god. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Mwah. First strike Ori's fine? Not really.